and on the front page of the Business Daily, there's a bit of a fallback, if I may call it. The state is stepping back from the Gulf Fuel Import Scheme. So this scheme that was negotiated between Kenya and, of course, OMCs, that is oil marketing companies, banks, and credit insurance providers, and has now seen the government take a step back. The Treasury CS said that the government would step back to allow private sector players to run the scheme. That's the banks, the OMCs, insurance providers, and them. And they say it's because IMF expressed concern that taxpayers might be exposed to currency-related costs.
Could be such a danger for Kenya because you're looking at the dollar right now on page 2, and it's on Friday.
Haileti shangwe.
Haileti shangwe. By Friday, we were trading at 144.18. Yeah, that's the shilling against the dollar. I'm just looking at this situation. Okay, it's the best time to actually receive or get paid in dollars because your money multiplies by some change.
A factor of almost, it's worth what, half, almost 1.5 times, right?
Yeah, just to let you know that in 2014, the dollar was 72 bob. Right now, it's already doubled. Not even doubled, slightly above doubled.
Yeah. And the rate at which it's depreciating is also very scary because last week for most of the week it was at 143. So if it ends the week at 144, if it ends this week at 145, we are in big trouble. Of course, that story is covered on both the Business Daily and in the Daily Nation.
You actually said something off air, and I was really looking at it. Now, IMF fears deal exposes taxpayers to currency risk. Didn't the government of Kenya see all this?
It's a good question.
Expert. Do you know
Imagine.
Kenya has guys who graduated with economics and business, whatever, from Harvard. And right now, we just seem not to understand our economy at all. Does it mean that we're not being advised well? Or does it mean that our advice goes
on deaf ears?
If
it was internal play, sometimes I'm like to be a fly on the wall when some of these things are being negotiated, so that you understand maybe the thought processes and then who is in the room and what are they changiang. Because you're right, one of the world's most revered economists is part of the Kenya Kwanza administration. So we don't know. We'll see some Elaine and Dexter Daps with See It Yeah, and then Petite by NSG staying in the UK for a while. Then we'll take a look at the road, see if we can get you where you're going safe, sound, and on time, and of course get you caught up on some sports news and other things happening huko nje, sindio?
Yeah. Are you worried about the shilling?
I am, genuinely. But it's also a great time to buy dollars as an investment, guys. Just saying.
Wewe ni wewe.
Ni ukweli.
Wewe. Nakuona.